If you're in the market for a compact pair of open heel fins that you can wear barefoot, but you don't want a cheap or like flimsy pair of fins, these are definitely worth looking at. Hi, all of you awesome scuba divers out there. Welcome to the Scuba Diver Magazine channel, your favorite place for latest scuba diving news and gear reviews. Yes, the Seac Boost fins are a compact open heel fin that are made to be worn barefoot in warmer waters. But first, let's see how they arrive, and then we can take a closer look. This is how they arrive in a pretty standard like fin bag. We get this style of fin bag throughout the diving industry. This one's just a little bit smaller because they're nice compact little fins. Grab handle at the top. You can repurpose this if you want to sort of store them in the bag, or you can recycle it inside the bag. You get the fins themselves, obviously, but you also get some fin pocket retainers, just bits of cardboard. You don't have to keep these, but these are quite handy for storage and transport, just to stop that foot pocket from disforming. Whenever they're like being stored somewhere or transported, things are being put on top of them, the foot pocket is made to be softer, but if you like put too much on it and there's nothing inside, you can disform that foot pocket. So it's quite handy to keep them. You don't have to if you're not like stacking anything on top of them, but yeah, if you are, then it might be something handy. And yeah, you get the fins themselves, so let's take a closer look at them. So taking a closer look at the fin itself, if we start at the heel end, so you have an elasticated bungee strap, which is nice to see. Normally on these types of fins, you just have the traditional like rubber ratchet straps, which are a bit high maintenance, whereas this one, nice big thumb loop on the back, grab hold of it, pull it over the back of your heel, and the natural like stretchiness of the material just holds it in place. And another cool feature that again you don't tend to see on too many bungee heel straps is a traditional pinch clip. So you can release them, you can swap them over for a different size, and they're very easy to remove compared to older fins that I used to dive with. This always used to be a real like effort to try and get that section off. Now it's very quick and easy. The bottom of the foot pocket extends quite far, which is again is something nice to see. If your foot pocket ends too short, then it can pivot kind of in the middle of your foot, which can give you cramp, whereas when it's longer, it extends. One, it protects your foot if you're sort of shuffling along this like sandy bottom or something. You don't want to stand on anything uncomfortable because you're wearing these barefoot or maybe with very thin socks on, so it's nice to have it extend out to your heel as well. Decent amount of tread on the underside as well, so yes, if you are shuffling around in the surf, you've got something to actually give you some grip. And inside the foot pocket, you've got this kind of diamond detailing which gives your foot inside something to actually grip onto, and it's nice and smooth and comfortable inside. You don't want anything surprising inside of your foot pocket. Right at the toes, you have an open section that's useful just to help reduce suction when you're trying to get the foot off, because it's all rubberized and it's around your wet foot, trying to get them off. If it's a sealed section, you get that kind of suction effect. If you've got that opening, then it's not an issue. Moving down towards the blade of the fin, which does have a fairly flat profile. You do want a bit of an angle to give you a more efficient fin kick, but if you're shuffling around on the deck of a boat or something, you want it to be flat so that you're not bending it in any sort of unfortunate ways. And this does make it a lot easier to pack away in a bag if you don't have this awkward angled shape. Big chunky rails along the side, they help to add rigidity and just transfer energy from your foot down towards the entire blade. They also help with spill off. So with water trapped in the blade, as you're moving through the water, you don't want it to go over the sides. So you have these chunky rails that help to guide it down towards the tip of the fin, which is where we want it because that adds propulsion. Right before we get to the actual blade itself, we have this vent, this open section here, which seems like it will be detrimental to a pair of fins because why would you put a hole in it? But actually, when we analyze fins, if you have sections here, it actually increases the amount of drag that your fin produces. So having this vent allows you to reduce that drag whilst increasing performance. So it's beneficial I promise you. Moving down to the actual blade itself, you have a rigid section right in the center, and this thermoplastic outer. So you've got the flexible section that allows it to bend and flex, create scoops where it needs during the up and down cycle, and then you have the rigid section to keep it from just misshaping basically, and an ever so slight fishtail tip on there, which helps to reduce tracking. Tracking is when your fin kit, when you're moving it through the water, it can kind of shudder from side to side, and this fishtail tip helps to reduce that, so it's much more smooth during the sort of up and downwards kick cycle. So who are the boost fins for? Well, the boost fins are really perfect for warm water traveling divers who want a lightweight compact pair of fins, weighing in at just about 1.5 kilos for a pair of fins, and that's the largest size. When you get down to the smaller sizes, it's just 1 kilo for a pair of fins, and measuring just 65 centimeters from very tip to tip. They're very easy to pack in any bag. Now, I wouldn't use them for anything too demanding. They are built for dive centers, so they can take a lot of abuse. They are a tough pair of fins, but as far as power, due to their smaller size, I wouldn't want to fight any like substantial currents in them. But for some chilled diving, traveling light, they're going to be great. The closest thing to a dislike about the fins is in the heel strap, in that it's a very tough. There is some elastication in it, but not a lot. It's more akin to a traditional rubber ratchet style strap as far as like stiffness, because those rubber ones, they did have a bit of flex in them, but not a lot. With this one, I wouldn't like to call it a bungee heel strap. It's more of a rubber strap with a heel hook on the back, but it's doing the job that you need it to. It's holding your foot in the foot pocket, and it's nice and soft to wrap around the back of your heel. So it's not a huge issue, but yeah, I'd probably want something with a bit of elastication. For the long-term test, then check out our magazine by clicking this link up here in the corner. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel here on YouTube. Thank you for watching, everybody, and of course, safe diving.